Hello, Ida.
Hi, Nicole.
And hello, grateful bitches. I don't know why, but I'm in a really good mood today. Well, actually, I do kind of know why, but
Why? Tell me why.
because I went makeup shopping last night, and I feel like that needs to be its own episode because I think I have my routine on lock right now, and I'm on a high. Like, I don't know.
Oh.
When I get a streamlined beauty routine, I'm literally like, I just feel like I just like snorted. Like, I'm just like, I'm just like
My life is
thrilled.
I am high on my life right
I'm
now.
high on my life because I'm like, I get to play, like, dress up, like, all I wanna do is set up my vanity and, like, play with my makeup, and that is exactly what I'm gonna do when we finish recording. Oh my god, was there a ghost?
See, like, it's just my my light almost fell down. But yeah, I was very dramatic, very
Careful.
dramatic.
It's dangerous on the
Yeah.
set of Bitch Be Grateful.
Yeah.
We live on the edge.
This is what you get when you try to, like, balance one light on top of another light. This
The
is the
hazards
actual
of
setup.
podcasting.
Exactly. Okay, I think it's okay now. Well, I'm not sure.
I think maybe me and Ida should show you guys our setup someday, like, our beginning setup, because it's literally like a Jenga
So
act.
cute. Yeah, it is just so cute. But yeah, no, I love that about you, Nicole. You're such a girl's girl on that. Like, when in the self-care episode, when I speak about like just having the perfect routine, like this is what I mean, you know? I just
I'm telling
feel like
you.
the really like girly girls who sit with their vanity and just like, oh, my new blush. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try this new makeup look.
Yes, and
So
it took me a very long time to get there because I grew up with a single dad, and this might be me, like, healing my trauma because my dad was like, "You can't wear makeup till, like, I don't know, maybe the end of high school." Like, I couldn't get mascara, like, my aunt was the one who kidnapped me and, like, plucked my mustache and my eyebrows, like, I'm telling you.
like, we're gonna fix it, Nicole.
She was like, "No, I'm sorry, sweetie, we're gonna take care of this." My dad's like, "No, it's beautiful." I'm like, "Dad, I look like Frida, like, it's not bad, but it's not the vibe I'm going for."
Like, we love Frida's food, but it's not what I'm going for right now.
Not in middle school. I think it's it's a little rough. It's a little rough. So, I think now I'm, like, compensating for that part of my life, and yeah, I will send for my vanity all day long, honey.
Yeah, but I love that. It's like you're kind of healing your inner child, you know, with your makeup.
Exactly. I love that. And I actually okay, so I'm just gonna hop into it because my grateful bitch moment is literally first, I got my like beauty on lock. I'm so excited. So we'll come back to that in another episode because I want to show you what I did. But I went to Ulta yesterday and I was so upset because I told you guys I was gonna buy the body lava, and I have been searching for this particular flavor for so long. And then I went to Ulta and the lady was like, "Oh yeah, we have it. Just come back in and we'll order it online." I'm like, "Awesome." So I go back in the rain trying to get my freaking like luminizer. And she says, "Oh, we don't have that one." And I was like, "I was in the store like yesterday and you couldn't have checked." So then I drove all the way out here for nothing.
Oh,
And as much as I want to throw a fit, I know guys, like first world problems, like, but I really I was like, that's fine. It's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna buy a lip gloss to make myself feel better, and I'm just gonna shut up and walk out the door.
aw, I hate
But
when that happens.
dude, it makes me so mad. And it's like, I don't know to be rude or not. And the girl who told me was behind the counter ignoring me. Like, I didn't tell her that. And I'm just like, but you did. You did. And
Yeah,
it was
your
you.
fault.
But, happy ending. I found this lip gloss. It's the like Fenty Fussy, and I'm literally obsessed with it. And I'm going to put more on in
Yeah, it
real
was
time.
divine intervention. You were not
Mm.
meant to get the self-tan, you were meant to get a lip gloss, okay?
I was meant to get this lip gloss because it looks amazing on me, guys. I'm not going to lie. And if you disagree, I disagree with you.
Okay. That's very
Ah,
I've had a bit of a similar week actually, and I've had, a few realizations, and I've listened to a podcast that helped me with those realizations that
ooh.
we will get back to later. But I'm gonna
Okay, I
share
need
with
to
you
hear this.
a grateful bitch moment because I know both you, Nicole, and all the grateful bitches has been waiting if I were to make the candles or not. I know you've not been
Yes.
sleeping the whole week wondering.
No, I needed to see these candles.
I am here to tell you that I did. I kept my word, and I have it in the background here, and I'm so
Oh my
happy.
god.
Look, it's an actual candle. I'm like, I made
Yeah, it's
actual candle.
It's a real life candle, guys.
Oh, and I bought it's amber and sandal. Ugh, you know, these my favorite scents on candles are like that just smells like strong male perfume, but then when you light them, it's not so strong. And this is
I
a perfect
literally hold
example.
on. I literally bought, like, sandalwood cologne incense for my room. I was like, "It's so girly in here," but I want it to smell like
But
sandalwood,
it
like a
smells
man, I don't know.
so good. Yeah, I
Smells so
can't
good.
explain it either, but it just
Mm-mm.
smells so freaking good.
It's
So,
crazy.
I'm actually gonna do I also have to say that in the end I made 5 candles. I'm like
Jeez.
yeah, I was a factory, like,
E
literally
It goes big. Okay, guys. It's not just gonna make you 1 candle, it's gonna make you 5. They're on
5.
pre-order. Let us know if you guys want some.
Yeah, I'm so happy and I'm so excited. So I will actually do
Oh
the
my
honors
god.
and light it for you guys. You ready?
Please do the honor of lighting it. I actually really love your lighter too. That looks cool.
Yeah.
I don't what is that?
Yeah, I don't know
A
either.
weird looking lighter. I had Playboy lighters and I loved them because I felt like such a pimp just, like, lighting it, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I would also feel like him. I'll put it here in the background. I'm just gonna make sure I'm gonna try my best not to put my hair on fire.
Yeah,
I'll put it in the
guys.
back there.
It's a very dangerous episode. There's a lot of things
Yeah, that's
happening.
true, that's true. I need to really check my,
Yeah.
you know, check with my
Safety first,
HR
guys.
team because this is not responsible.
Mm-mm. Don't try this at home. Now. Okay,
Yeah,
Ida,
I
but
won't fall.
tell me, we love your candle. This is beautiful. We're very, very proud of you. But what was it? What did you listen to? Like, I need to know. Like, what was
Yeah.
this podcast?
It's life-changing, honestly. It's a
Okay,
life-changing
tell me.
episode, and it is, from Florence Given's podcast of the Florence Given Show. I don't know if you've listened to that before, Nicole, some of the episodes?
Okay, I freaking stop because I freaking love her, 1, and I feel like if you don't have a girl crush on Florence Given, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Right?
2, like, I love her. I love her, and I love wa this sounds crazy, I love watching her get dressed. I think she's one of my favorite people to watch, like, she's
Yeah.
just I don't know, she's all over the place, but put together
Mhm.
at the same time, like, I
Yeah.
freaking love her, and it's
Also
funny that
for
you said that.
Instagram, I could watch them for
Yes.
hours. I'm just like, I would not watch anyone else
I
that
know. She's addictive, and I actually it's funny that you said that because I put together my April, like, reading list, and I bought her book, Women Living Deliciously, like, forever ago because I think you told me about it, and then I put it on my wish list and never looked at it, and then I got it, and I was like, "Ah," I listened to, like, the first 5 pages, and now I'm like, "No, I'm listening to this book. It's in my April reading list." That's
Yeah,
crazy.
take this
I
as
feel
your
like we're synced.
Yeah, right? I actually brought her book because, yeah, I bought it and then I was telling you, like, you need to buy it because it's the most beautiful book. Like, first of all, the
Oh
cover,
my
just
god.
so beautiful.
I'm
But then
regretting audibling it.
oh, oh, I opened just where I had my bookmark. Wow, what a talent.
What a It's
Yeah,
so
it
pretty.
pages, like, they're so beautiful.
Oh my god. That's how I feel like all books should be. Like, I don't wanna look at a book that doesn't have color in it like that. Like, it's just so freaking pretty.
I feel the same, and her illustrations, like,
That's
they're
so
so
cute.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, so it's filled with illustration, colors, like,
Oh, I love it. But I haven't listened to her podcast yet, which I
her podcast
should,
is so
but I
good,
haven't.
so juicy, and she's really, like even though I'm older than her, I'm pretty sure I'm older than her, but she has very much this, like, big sister energy of just like,
Oh.
"Stop doing that. Like, why are you doing that?" And I'm sitting there like, "Yeah, why am I doing that?" So it's so cool, like, her podcast, 100% recommend, and then especially this episode. The name is something like, "Lover Girls Needs Boundaries," something like that.
Oh, I'm already feeling that.
Yes, exactly. You're like, even the name is just ouch.
You bring up boundaries to someone who has a lot of water signs in general, like, not to blame it on my astrology, but I kind of want to. I'm just like, I cringe. I cringe on the inside because I know it's like, part of me is like, "I know this is all about me. I'm the one who needs this the most."
I know she made this episode for me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but boundaries is a very tough,
What
uh
did she say, though? I'm
yes.
curious.
So what she says is that herself as well, like, she's a lover girl, which is essentially a girl who leads with her heart. And what
Oh,
mostly which is really beautiful, you know, but
yeah.
mostly what lover girls has in common is that they always want to make other people comfortable. They want to like accommodate other people. They want to help other people, which results in them very often putting other people in front of themselves or letting other people just step over them.
Something in my
Sounds
throat.
great.
It's a little dry in here.
Love it. For me too, 100%, where it's just, yeah, that one always wants to like, "Oh, but I know you prefer it this way, so let's just do it that way." You know? Like, I don't really care. It's okay.
It's
Ugh,
not okay.
so annoying.
It's not okay, guys.
It's not okay.
Why?
So then kind of what she says is like being a lover girl in 2026, like that can be very almost like dangerous because people smell it. People can smell you're a lover girl and they're just like, oh yes, I'm gonna use you. Like I'm gonna step all over you or I'm gonna da da da, you know?
Dude,
Um yeah. But what I love with the
I
episode
feel
is
that.
even though like
Mhm.
it's hard to be a lover girl, but she's really like encouraging like I'm not telling you to stop being a lover girl. I'm not telling you to stop lead with your heart. What
Yeah.
I'm telling you is that if you're a lover girl, get your boundaries straight. The problem is not you being a lover girl. The problem is you
Yeah.
being a girl with zero boundaries.
And I think that's a good distinction because I have a million things to say about this, which we'll get into in just a second. Like, I have some real problems in that area. Um, Eeh. But I have to say that's a good distinction because sometimes I think when people or you have issues with boundaries, you think your problem is that you're very loving and you think like if and I we'll get into that in a minute. I've been there, but like, if you feel that way, you're like, "Okay, I'm gonna take my love back, like, I'm gonna close myself off more, and then that's gonna protect me," instead of, like, no, it's not about closing yourself off, it's about, like you said, putting up boundaries, which every time I hear that word, I'm just like, "Oh, I know I need to, I know I need to."
Yeah.
I have a book called Boundaries, and I bought it, like, 6 years ago after a breakup. I still have not
Read
read
it.
it. It's like it got to like, "Okay, we can use the word no," and I was like, "No, being mean." I got so embarrassed, but this reminds me because I think I sent you there's this girl I've been following on Instagram. I will have to find it because I think all the girlies should follow her. She has a great accent. I obviously love people with accents, you know? And she also I love the language that she uses, but she calls them dusties, and I know, people have called guys dusties before, but, like, the way she says it's very funny. She'll be like, "Dusties can smell blah, 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 blah." And she was like, and this is why I don't know what the real I think it said, "This is why nice girls finish last," or "This is why, like, being a nice girl doesn't actually help you and why men love bitches." And I was just like, "Oh my goodness, this is so true."
Yeah.
Like, uh, I was like, "Dude, my problem is that I have been nice." Like, I
Yes.
have been so nice, and I've conditioned myself to think nice means, like you said, just to accommodate everybody's needs however they want it. I am just, like, at your service, which
Yeah.
is not true at all, at all.
No, no. And it's really I feel like that's what I've been feeling too, that I've been seeing it as all these like tiny things that I've been thinking, but it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter to me if I do it your way or my way because I don't really care anyways.
Mhm.
However, it's like all these micro like situations where you just like or I in this case just let go of my boundaries, I let go of my standards, I let go of what I actually want like all those times I'm just like suppressing my intuition, I'm suppressing my feelings, my
Yeah.
wants, my needs, and micro acts make like major outcomes,
I
and
feel like while you're talking, I'm not sorry, I have to tell you this because 'cause I'm just like, while you're talking, I literally because I did this the other day, it's like, when you don't have a preference for something, instead of asking yourself and being like, "Okay, well, what do I want?" It's like
yeah,
I default to somebody else,
yeah,
like my boyfriend or my friend or my coworker or just like, or maybe a family member or something, or I just don't make a decision, which is also, being in like, not making a decision by not making a decision, you know?
yeah, 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 exactly.
I'm just because I literally did this yesterday at the store. I was like, because my boyfriend was like, "I'm hungry," and I was like, "Yeah, me too," and he was like, "What do you wanna eat?" And I was like, "Whatever you want, babe." And then
Yeah.
he ended up picking something I didn't wanna eat, and I was like, "Why did I say that?" I was like, "Well"
Exactly. And that's the thing, like it's all these small, yeah, acts that you just, and I think when we talk about boundaries, I immediately like think about like, oh, I don't allow people like mistreat me, or I don't let people be rude to me and all these things, which is obviously great to have boundaries on those things, but that's
Mhm.
really like very big things. Whenever people say boundaries, I think about these huge examples when actually
Yeah,
every single day, like we are having boundaries or standards or values. And every time we say, whatever you want, like, no, we do it however you want. No, yeah, that's fine. Like, forget about what I said. Every time we do that, we just put aside like what we want and we're being nice
dude.
girls. And yeah, like, I just feel like I'm so freaking done being a nice girl. I'm just like,
Oh, now I
be
remember.
honest.
Okay, sorry, because what you said about, like, the attraction thing, now I remember what she said in that reel. She was talking about
Mhm.
how, yes, nice girls finish last, but 2, nice girls always get dusty men because they smell it, and they
Yeah.
love dusty men love nice girls because they want someone that is just gonna, like, cater to them completely, even though they know that they have problems, but they're like they know that you're gonna be nice about it, you know? And
Yeah.
it's like, those kinda guys don't really want a partner or like a real like independent woman that's with them.
Mm.
They just want like a nice, cute, like, oh, addition to their lives. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Just,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It creates like this imbalance because you're just always like saying, like, oh, yeah, that's fine. You just put up with the behavior, you put up with the whatever, and you just go on with your life because you're just being nice and you need to be nice to him. And it's like, no, you don't.
No. Exactly.
And, oh, this pisses me off because oh, sorry, go ahead. Did you have
No, yeah, I
something?
was gonna say, and then so this whole realization came to me because, yeah, I listened to the episode, and as I was listening to the episode, I was at the doctor's office waiting for my turn because
Uh-huh.
I had broken my finger. So I
Oh,
needed to go to the emergency and they were so freaking slow. So I had been sitting there for like 6 hours waiting and they had done my x-ray, but still no one had told me anything. So I was sitting there waiting and I put on the podcast and like as I'm listening, I'm just sitting there like, man, like I'm such a nice girl. And then as I was listening, this reel that you referred to that you sent me like months ago came to my
mhm.
mind where I was just like, if I had been up there and like really stood my ground, it doesn't mean like throwing papers around or yelling
Yeah.
at them or being rude. It just means like standing my ground and being like, I have been here since midday. It's 6 p.m. Like, give me a fucking answer or you call me tomorrow because obviously this is not an emergency because unless you would have helped me within 10 minutes,
Yeah, like, what's the
we
point
can
of
wait
keeping you
until
there?
tomorrow. Yeah. But I didn't. I didn't do that. I just went up like, "So do you know anything yet?" And they're like, "No." "Oh, okay, thank you." Then I go back.
That's
Mm.
crazy. Yeah, because
I'm
and
just like,
it's
"I'm such a fucking
true.
idiot. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm just like, no more."
No, and even what you said, it's, like, not a matter of throwing, like, chairs and yelling and screaming and
No.
spitting in people's face. Because 'cause I've seen that happen, and that also does not help either, like, you just look crazy, but it's a matter of, like, "Hey," because I don't know if I should confess this, but having worked for a doctor's office.
Confess. Nicole's confessions are the best.
Oh, here's my confession, guys. The people at the doctor's office that they know that they can't mess around with, they can't like kind of bullshit an answer or like put you off a couple days. Like, if they know you're that kind of person, I promise you they're going to take care of your stuff first. But the people who are like, oh, they're really nice. And this is horrible because I've heard these conversations like, oh, they're really nice. Like, it's fine. We can kind of get back to them next week. And I'm like, mm-mm. No, 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 because
Yeah.
they know that you won't have a problem with it. And I hate this because I try to give everyone the same amount of care. And it's not that like the other people are being rude and yelling and being like, you have to give me an answer right now. It's like, look, I'm not gonna wait any longer. Like, I need you to give me an answer. Like, this is ridiculous, blah, 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 blah. This is your responsibility.
Yeah.
And that's it. And it's because it's true, And
You do it as
I've
your
seen
job.
it.
Yeah.
I've seen how nice does not help all the time. Now being kind, always, like, always be
Yes.
kind to the
And
people you're around,
respectful
even
and
if you're being firm, which is like a fine balance. But yeah, man, and I have such a problem with this coming from like I think, like I said, nice and is does not coincide with boundaries as a girl in our society. This is just my opinion. And maybe it's also coming from like a Hispanic background where it's it's not that my dad purposely put these ideas in my mind, but it is sort of like, okay, well, I kinda default to whatever the guy wants, or I default to whatever my dad like, there is sort of a little hierarchy in a way, and you just kind of, like you're supposed to be nice and polite and ladylike in Colombian culture, like, that's just that's how it is, and you pick up on those things, and I feel like I saw my aunts, even my mom, and I never really understood, like, what I was taking in, where I was seeing them just play, like, the nice girl in their relationships, even though I was like, no, I would have, like, thrown a fit right then and there, but, they're
Yeah.
always being very ladylike, and it's that idea of, like, being nice is being ladylike, being nice is being feminine, being nice is, like that's what women are supposed to be, is
Yeah,
nice and
exactly.
pretty and soft.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, and, like, we're supposed to take care of the others. We're supposed to be, like, the nurturer. We're supposed to be a giver and if
yeah.
you have your own opinion or if you're being stubborn, like, you're being difficult or you're being complicated, it's just like, "No, I'm standing my ground." Like, that's what I'm doing, you know? Like,
This is just what me as a human being, I feel.
like, I'm being very clear on what I want here, like
That's true, and I know I brought her up before, but Ali Nympho, who's a intuitive, she talks about this, especially with people who come from religious backgrounds, because on top of that, like, I have one layer that's like, yeah, being like the Hispanic and just being like trained to be very ladylike and polite and kind. And then I have like my religious background where it was very much like, you didn't wanna hurt anyone's feelings, you just wanted to be really loving, and you just, like, you wanted to have Christ-like energy, so you always, like, put other people first
Mm,
constantly.
yeah.
But, what she said was, like, if you're constantly putting other people first, you have this is what she calls a creator field around your body that signals to other people. This is how people are like, "Oh, I was thinking of you," and the other person's like, "Oh my god, I was thinking about you," because these creator fields, the thoughts in these fields communicate with other people. We're energy, right?
Oh, I love that.
So fascinating, guys, so
Yeah.
fascinating. So she said if you're always putting other people first, in your creator field, you have programmed, I come last, I come last, I come last, which is just not helpful to anyone. And so no matter where you go, you never feel chosen. No matter what you do, you never get picked because you've
Yeah.
programmed people to put you last, which
That's
is not
so
true.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
Jesus wasn't nice. He was good, but he wasn't nice. I want to point that
yeah,
out.
he was like, I mean
Jesus flipped tables, guys. Like, like this guy would tell you what's up. He was
yeah.
not nice and he would call you out 1000%. He was good, but he was not nice. And that's something that I had to retrain myself on. Um, because my faith is so important to me. And I had to like, okay, no wonder, Nicole. And I had no one to blame but myself because
No, and it's
if
like
someone,
also like, yeah, that other people will put you last, but also essentially like you put yourself last. It's just like
yeah,
everyone put you last. And like you're saying, you will never feel chosen, but it's not because other people put you last, it's because you put yourself last. So it's like
yeah,
not even you choose yourself, you know?
no.
Like if you don't choose yourself, who anyone else
Who's
to choose you,
gonna
you
choose
know?
you? And I've seen this so much in, like, when I went to the mission field and, like, in ministry, it makes me so sad because sometimes we see ministers and they're like, they're like crabby old ladies or they're grumpy or whatever, and it's because they've just been mistrained to put the congregation or to put the people first, always first, and
Yeah.
they end up having horrible health problems or all of this stuff and getting bitter and frustrated because we didn't truly understand what we were supposed to do, which is to hold people to the utmost respect, but also maintain, like, our own alignment, and we don't do that. We just push our alignment to the side, we don't even listen,
Yeah.
and it makes me sad because it's like, "This isn't who you are." It's like, you're just bitter and frustrated because you're not
Exactly.
tending to your own needs.
It's not you. It's just because you've been putting everyone else in front of you.
Yeah, yeah, and I just think, like, this idea of boundaries to me is terrifying. Like, I'm not like I said, when anytime I pick up a book or I listen to it, I just have that feeling of like, I know, I hear you, and then I just wanna walk the other way because I feel
Say,
mean.
I feel like whenever I also hear people talk about it, yeah, like everything I hear in my head is like complicated, complicated, complicated. Like
Yeah.
I think I am so
Ooh.
being complicated. So I also can relate
Oh.
that do call me complicated, for me, that's a trigger because I'm just like, "But I wasn't complicated now." You know? Or
Yeah.
like, "But I didn't mean to be complicated. I didn't mean to, like, complicate things."
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
not that kind of person. I'm just trying to figure like, you just start making excuses, like, I don't know why we're so scared of, like, other people's perception
yeah.
of us being, like,
There.
a bother or being, like, like you said, complicated or, if this upsets you, then I'm sorry, that's your problem, Like, I don't know what to tell you, but this is my line, and I don't like, I'm not gonna let anyone cross it, or this is my
Yeah,
expectation, and that's that. And we
yeah,
can all have expectations, and that's the whole point. Yeah, this is really bothering me because I'm, like, looking back at my life and I'm like, yeah, all of the times where I had so many projects or so many things done. "Oh, I'd love to do this," or "I'd love to do that," and I never finished them because I never set my boundaries,
yeah,
especially in my relationships. I'm like,
yeah,
"Oh, I wanna work on this, but he wants to do that. Well, let's just do that, and then when I have, like, 30 minutes by myself, I'll work on this project."
yeah.
Like,
Why?
why?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Like,
but I'm
no, it
just
should be like, "Hey, I wanna work on this project. If I have time later, I'll come see you." Like,
yeah,
but I'm scared of maybe it's like this fear of not being liked. Maybe that's my problem, guys. I just, like, I desperately wanna be liked. No. But, like, subconsciously maybe, and maybe that's it. Maybe it's like I wanna be liked, and if I put a boundary, you're not gonna like me, and I need everybody to like me. I don't know why. Like, maybe
yeah,
that's the little fear in me.
maybe, yeah.
Um, who knows? Well, actually, no, that sounds pretty right. But
Yeah,
I'm like,
it
"No, that
like
sounds
it
correct."
resonates.
Yeah, it's true, but and that's the idea of, like, the right people will like you when you have the boundaries, and they'll respect them, and they'll really appreciate you for it, instead
Yeah,
of come down on you. But because the guys who criticize you or the people who criticize you for having those boundaries are the dusties. Like, they're
exactly.
dusty
Those
people.
are not people we want in our lives either, or like to have around us. And I also just I always try to remind myself, but yeah, it's a tough one. But I also always try to remind myself that like, Ida, like you do not like everyone, so everyone is not gonna like you. And just remind myself that like, okay, but I don't like everyone, and that's okay. So it's also okay that not everyone likes me.
I feel
And
that because 'cause I'm in my head, like, I don't have to like everyone. Like, I force my
yeah.
because I
Yeah.
feel guilty when I don't like someone. I'm like, "Oh, but no," I make
Yeah, but
excuses for
you're
them,
so
and I'm like,
sweet. You're doing your best.
"Yeah," and I'm like, "No, no, they didn't mean that." And then they do it, like, 5 more times. I'm like, "They didn't mean it."
Exactly. 5 times. Right.
And then I feel guilty for saying I don't like them, and I'm like, "Well," and maybe I need better, like, I don't like their energy, like, maybe that's what I need to say, who knows, to get used to
Yeah,
the idea because I'm so used to, like, in the church, like, "Oh, you have to get along with everyone, you have to love everyone," and I've learned to get along with everyone, but that doesn't mean that I can't put my foot down and be like, "I don't wanna be around you because you give me this feeling that I don't enjoy." You
exactly.
know?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think in the end, like, it's a great skill, to be able to be around everyone, but it doesn't mean that you should be around everyone,
Yeah, that's
And, like
it. You don't need to be walking the same direction.
yeah,
Now I'm thinking about yeah, and I think that's great because it gives us permission to like and not like people, which is totally natural and fine, and something that I am getting used to because it's like, just because I don't like you doesn't mean that I hate you or I wish you, like, ill or anything. Because that's when I think it crosses the line where, like, "Oh, I hope that
yeah,
person blah, 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 blah."
yeah.
We don't wanna do that because fun fact, guys, this is a little bit of a tangent, but your subconscious, when you talk poorly about other people, it doesn't understand negatives and it doesn't understand like you talking about another person. So when you say that person's a piece of crap, blah, 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 I hate them, she's a blah, your subconscious thinks you're talking to yourself. So even though you're trying, and this is why they say, like, the only person you poison is you when you
Mm,
don't forgive or when you don't, you talk ill of other people. It's actually true though, because your subconscious just thinks you're talking about you at the end of the day, even though your conscious minds understand you're talking about somebody else.
yeah,
So be very careful with the words you speak about other people.
yeah.
Because your mind doesn't know the difference. It just
Crazy.
sees everything as one.
Yeah, I didn't know that, and also what people
Yeah.
say, which I always think about too, is like if you talk like that about other people, you also open up to other people talk like that about you.
Yeah. That's
Do
1000% true. No, no, and I'm reformed. I'm not free of like, I am not guiltless in this situation because I have done it, and, like, I wish I could be one of those people like, "No, I'm so healed, like, I've never talked bad about anyone," but it's like, no, I've had those moments where I'm like, "I'm so pissed off, I just, ugh," and I just let my mouth run because it's just wants to go in that direction. I don't catch myself, and, I hate it. Not in the sense I just don't wanna do it anymore. Because yeah, it's true. You're opening up the energy to come back to you, and we don't
Yep.
wanna do that. We wanna
No.
do that. Grateful bitches don't wanna do that, guys. We don't wanna be mean girls. So but it's very true. I love this, and you know what? I'm curious, like, Ida, where did it give you an idea on where you need to set a boundary or, like, I don't know, is this like Ida's bad girl era? What are we walking into?
Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna be a bitch now.
Stop. So I bought this book. It's called Why Men Love Bitches. After
Really?
I did.
I love that.
Because I felt just very, like I've just been feeling very convicted about this recently. This is why I say, like, we're in sync about these boundaries.
On the same topic of, like, being a bitch or not being a
Yeah,
nice that's
exactly. It's on the same topic. I don't know who said it. Maybe someone dropped it while we were in High Vibe Honey, like, on Sunday. I can't remember, but I saw someone put it in a webinar that I was on, one of the comments, and I was like, "I'm buying that book right flipping now."
yep. Oh,
So I bought it. I'm very excited. I will give you guys an update once I get through it. But
yes.
I do. I was like, I want to be more of a bitch in every sense of the way. Like every sense of the word. Like I'm gonna be a grateful bitch. I'm gonna be a bitch. I like want to be a boss bitch. All of the bitches.
I love that, and yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I think genuinely what I'm thinking that I need to do is just, yeah, like I'm saying, start in those small situations where, like, maybe for me it is uncomfortable to stand my ground because maybe I don't have such a strong opinion on it, but I do have an opinion, but it's like
Mhm.
well, it's okay. I can put that aside. But no, like I need to stop doing that and just like really put myself first and prioritize my needs and what I want. And like you were mentioning too, that like maybe even when I don't really have an opinion, just stop and be like, okay, what do I actually want? Rather than just like immediately respond, no, I don't.
Mhm.
You can choose or
Yeah.
whatever you want. Or
And
um
sorry, I'm just interrupting all the time. But I want to say, like, one thing that you said, I don't know. I think I want to stop using I don't know.
yes, because we
I don't
do
want to use that phrase
sometimes you
anymore.
need to ask
We do
yourself,
know.
you know, but you just
Mhm.
it hasn't reached your brain yet or whatever.
Yeah, and that's what I'm like, but I tell myself I don't know, so then I don't know. Like, because I've
Exactly,
told
because then
myself I don't know.
you leave it dead, you know, you don't think anything more about it because you don't know, and you kind of leave
Exactly.
it to the other person's hand to decide, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I wanna
just
stop
kind of feel
using
like, you
that.
know what? I wanna be difficult. I wanna be complicated. First, I need to
Yeah.
own that word.
Yeah.
Complicated or difficult or stubborn or whatever. I just need to own if someone will call me that, that's okay. Because right now I feel like if someone calls me that, I'll crumble, you know?
Yeah.
You'll just be like, "Oh my god, sorry, sorry, I didn't mean to. I did not mean to be complicated. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry." Like, that's what I would do. So, no, I'm gonna own those words, and I'm gonna be freaking complicated, and I'm gonna stand my ground, and it's what, Florence is mentioning in the podcast too, is, like, practice on these things because it doesn't come naturally if you're not used to doing it. So, it's like
Yeah.
well, that's what I'm doing now in a way where it's like I'm kind of waiting for the situation to come and then I'm just expecting that I'm in the moment gonna remember all these things, and most likely that won't happen. So, like,
Yeah.
you should practice and kind of put yourself in these situations. So one example she has or that you can do is you order food at a restaurant, and even if it's like what you ordered, you like it, whatever, like send it back. Just like tell them, no, like something is wrong. I don't like it. It's taste the taste is off or whatever, and you send it back.
I'm cringing.
Me too. That sounds like
I
the
know,
scariest thing
God.
ever. I'm like
I hate doing that.
also just coming back to, like, the whole thing of, like, going outwards after having been in, like, your little healing room, like, I'm just
It's
I
like,
do like this, I just wanna shrink.
uh,
But I
I
do
don't
think
like my
it's
steak. No.
important, maybe not exactly that thing, 'cause that feels like a very big thing right now, but just put yourself in those situations.
Mhm.
So Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna try practice. And like you were saying, I'm gonna remove "I don't know" from my vocabulary,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just gonna say like, "Give me a second, I'll think about it, and then I'll think about it, and then I'll tell them what I want."
I like that.
Yeah.
Give me a second, I will think about it.
Mhm.
That's a that's a beautiful way to give you a moment to just actually search and be like, "Okay." And you know what? Something I am gonna practice too while you're saying that is, like, even if I don't know, I'm gonna make a decision. Even if I'm
Yes,
like, "I don't know if that's really what I want," I'm just gonna like,
say whatever.
as dumb as it was with, like, the food yesterday, I could have been like, "Well, you know what? Let's just get this."
Yeah.
But I just said, "Well, no, you pick, like, it's fine," you
Yeah.
know? And I don't wanna like, I think for me, it's very much like boundaries is like getting in one, like being very clear about my time. And this is where I think I just need to like, instead of having an open schedule, like I need to close it off. Like I need to have like, you know what? This is my schedule for the week and I'm not changing it. Cause that happens to be my problem. I like have something set. I have these projects that I want to work on that me personally, I could spend 12 hours a day working on my stuff. Like I have so much fun with what I do,
Yeah.
and I have to I go hang out with friend or I, like, hang out with someone or, like, take a pause because I feel like I need to check in on them instead of just focusing on my stuff, and, like
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? And then I interrupt my schedule, my flow, my creativity, and I think that's where it's been really upsetting me, and especially my past relationships too. I'm just like, I'm not giving myself the time and space I want to work on the things that I know are actually gonna move me forward, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And maybe not setting boundaries is a way to keep yourself stuck, you know?
100%.
I
Yeah,
don't
I was
know.
just thinking now, like, just imagine how sad if, like, you're on the deathbed as, like, a 100-year-old or whatever, and you
120.
just like, like, I didn't do any of the things I wanted to because I put everyone in front of my own needs, you know?
Yeah, and
Especially
everyone else got to live this beautiful life,
self.
and I
Yeah,
just dreamt about it.
like, how sad isn't that? So,
No.
oh,
Hell no. Heaven no.
no.
We're not doing it.
We're done. I am
We're
done.
done.
Honestly, I'm gonna be a bitch now. I love that because here in Bitch Be Grateful, bitch is not a
Be a
negative
bitch's
word, but a
bitch.
bitch, like, that's bitch.
Be a bitch, bitch.
I'm gonna
This
be a
is
bitch.
my did Taylor Swift say like the bad girl era? I can't remember what she called it or whatever. Like, ooh, this is like bad girl territory.
Yeah,
And that's what I want. Like, I wanna get into my bad girl territory. Like, sorry, not sorry. And you either come
exactly.
along for the ride or you hop off and I'm fine.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Let's do
Yes, I
it.
want that too. And I wanna be complicated. Honestly, like, just bring it on. I'll be fucking complicated.
Should we make that another I just feel like I have so many t-shirts, but I wanna make a shirt that says, "I am complicated."
Yeah,
With, like wouldn't that be so cute?
I
And just,
think
like,
so.
these cute little cursive letters. Ugh, I am
Yeah,
complicated.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love
Okay,
that. Ugh,
done.
I'm just gonna
Add it
manifest
to the merch.
like the things we want in our own lives on our merch. So
I
when you
know.
own that I'm complicated, we'll just slap it on a shirt and we
Guys, clothing helps you manifest. That's my
Yeah.
personal opinion, okay? I'm just saying a little bit.
Yeah.
Wear what you want out loud. That's all I'm gonna say.
I I love that.
But this was so fun. I'm curious, let us know, like, where's a place that you feel, my grateful bitches, you need to be a little bitchier or you need to add, you know, a boundary
Mhm.
or a hard line? And are you ready to step into your bad girl era? Are you already in it? Like, are you 10 steps ahead and you're like, I know what to tell you? Please
Yeah,
tag me in it. Let me know. Send it
please.
my way. But if you're enjoying this content, please like, share, subscribe. We want to make more for you guys in the future, and it really, really helps us out. We've been having a blast with you. And
Yeah.
we're doing our road to 1K. Come hang out with us on Instagram. Ida, what's our handle?
Bitch, stop be grateful.
Yes, come hang out. We would love to have you there. We'd love to do some more lives. And thank you guys so much for listening, my grateful bitches. We love you, bitches. And until next time, remember,
To be grateful, bitch, and also complicated.
yeah, be complicated. Bye.
Bye.